Hello and welcome to my Minecraft 1.18 Let's Play series episode 1, where we will be doing a full playthrough of the Minecraft 1.18 game. As you can see, we are in survival mode and on hard difficulty, plus in more world options I've set the seed here to Kaizen 18 if you want to use this seed for yourselves. Just to say, I am using a couple of resource packs. I will put links to those down in the video description. But for now, let's get started with this brand new playthrough. Okay, so how is our spawn point? Well, we got some copper straight away. Let's have a little run around here and see what we can find if there's anything of interest nearby. I'm already starting to like what I see, guys. There are some cows up on this hill here. We've got a lot of trees nearby us and looks like a plains biome. Oh, and also a cave already. This is fantastic. Let's start by punching some wood and then making a tool that allows us to get the resources required to make up an even better tool to get even more resources to put together our full starter kit. And with that in place, we're now ready to really play some Minecraft by getting our first early game food. And now it's time to venture down into this little cave that I found in search of iron. We came across some coal first up, and that is a very useful early game resource, so I'm not disappointed that I found that, as we'll obviously need that to even smelt down the iron when we do find it. And before too long, I have managed to find myself my first bit of surface iron, so we're going to go ahead and mine that up, and then of course smelt it down. And while we're waiting for that to smelt down, we just as well make ourselves another furnace and cook some of the food that we've managed to get. So with our food smelted down and also our iron smelted down, we can go ahead and make up some shears, which is the main thing I actually wanted the iron for right now, and move our little work camp. So as night closes in with shears in hand, I'm very glad that I made a note of the fact that there were some sheep just up kind of this way, where I'm looking now, where we can go and get ourselves a nice bed for the evening. And with one sheep sheared, we managed to get ourselves the 3 wool that is required to make up the bed. Of course, before we make the bed, we want to make sure we've got red dye, because if the bed ain't red, then the bed ain't a bed. Who here knows what I mean? And just like that, we're able to put the bed down and sleep through our first night, which is kind of like a day 1 job done moment. So now on day 2, I want to find myself a nice location to set up my starter base. So let's go and have a scout around. I always like to get to a high point to see what's going on around me, and as you can see here, we've got a very nice mountain with a ravine there, a cave halfway up it, we have some trees down here, and we've also got some cows, pigs, and sheep. So this looks like a great location to head into and get ourselves started. So here is the cave I was talking about on the mountain that we could see from just over this way, and I went in to light it up a little bit and see what was going on, and guys, I cannot believe my luck. We have a spawner in here. Now it is just a spider spawner, but still that could be cool early on, and I haven't done any of the loot yet because I thought I'd do that with you guys. So let's see what we get. Okay, this is awesome. We have a name tag already. This must be the earliest I've ever got a name tag in the game. And what else? Oh my goodness, another name tag. So useful. The bone's pretty good, even the bread and the saddle. I'm so happy with this. Add a music disc. Okay, this might be the best start I've ever had to a Minecraft world. This is a new series on my channel, so if you guys want to see lots more of these episodes, please do consider liking and subscribing, as it's a great gauge of how popular it is, and the more popular it is, the more of these I will make. It really is my lucky day, guys. I have found myself a village not too far from my base, so I'm obviously now going to go over and explore, and let's see what goodies we get. The first chest gives us, well, not too bad. Apples, bit of bread. I mean, food's never bad early game. What I'm going to do, though, as it is turning nighttime, is just have a little snooze here. Hey, get my bed. And then we can pass the night here before exploring the rest of this village, because I don't want too many mobs to spawn and kill these villagers, as obviously they will be super useful to us as we play through. Now, the exciting bit, the blacksmith. What are we going to get in these chests? Oh my goodness, 3 diamonds. Wow. Oh my goodness, that is so massive. And we've also got some iron armor. This is amazing. Oh, and an iron pick. I am so excited. This is the best seed I've ever got. And we can get our first wheat as well, our first carrots and potatoes. So there we go, guys. Pretty much everything in my inventory right now is stuff that I picked up from this village. So what a fantastic start to the game this is. And just when I thought our start to this game couldn't get any better, I found this. So let's see what we've got in here. Oh my goodness, some obsidian already. A golden hoe with unbreaking. No, you know, fire charges are pretty cool. Oh, in fact, we're full up in our inventory. Well, I can do without one further. Let's take a couple of these. Now, as cool as this little cave was, and we've obviously got the spawner in there, which we'll no doubt turn into a farm later on, I think now it's time to gather all of our resources and head down here and make ourselves a nice starter house. The first thing to do is find a location for our starter house, and I think this could be a really nice location. We've got this awesome mountain backdrop right here, a bit of water and stuff down here, plus it's a reasonably flat area that we could flatten out for our base quite easily, and we're pretty close to the village, which is just over in a this way direction. So I'm going to go ahead and make a bit of a work area to build our house. And with that in place and a couple of iron axes made up, I'm going to go and get myself a good amount of different types of wood to build with. So out on my travels, I found this incredibly cool little area down here, and my goodness, I'm sure we could build something pretty awesome here if we put our minds to it later on in this series. Further to that, I don't know if you can see this yet on camera, but just in the distance there is a jungle, and there's also some spruce trees just up here. So we're literally in the middle of like 5 or 6 different biomes, which is such a fantastic location. So I am already really loving this seed. With the resources gathered, the next thing to do is go ahead and make myself a bit of an area where I want to actually build the house. So we've got a nice flat area now to build with, and we'll go ahead and start laying down some of the foundation blocks where I need them to be. And we are going to make them out of cobble, but hopefully we can make this look good. And essentially what I'm going to do is raise the starter house up to give it a bit of depth and hopefully make it look a bit better. So this is going to be the front of the house, the sort of veranda area. And as you can see, we're already using a few different materials to make this build hopefully look a little bit more complex and a bit better. So the next thing I've done after this little veranda area is added where the main bit of the house is going to be. And we've gone 7 in this direction and 9 in this direction. I often like to build with odd numbers, as I find it allows you to make a bit more of a symmetrical house and do some kind of neat things, which we'll see later on when we start to put the decorations on and finish the house. So I've made a bit of progress on the house, as you can see, and we'll have a little look at it. You can see you've got the roof on right now and the kind of main framework for the house, and a lot of the veranda done as well. Obviously I want to heavily decorate it as well, but essentially this is going to be just a house for like our little base and our bed and a few bits of storage and some farms and stuff like that. So I think so far it's coming along nicely, and I'll just keep giving you little updates like this along the way. So time now for another quick update of the house. It's coming along quite nicely. You can see I've decorated around the bottom here with different leaves that we've been able to get so far. And this will probably evolve over time. We'll add things to it. I'd like to have some more lanterns, and not sure how much iron I'll be able to get today. But then we've got these like little planter boxes out the front here as the veranda goes around here, and then inside we've got very sparse inside at the moment. So this is the next thing for me to decorate, but just thought I'd kind of show you little bits along the way, as I said, so you guys can sort of see the house as it's being built up. So the house part now has the finishing touches to it, but we are going to make a few changes and make a little farm out the front here, which I'll come on to in just a second. But you see there we got the chimney at the house there, and then outside here we've got some like little outdoor seating with a campfire, and I was going to have a little workstation here, but I'm actually going to change this and make a little like the deck basically continuing on this way. In the same way we've got this veranda, it's going to go off in that direction, and we have a little farm down here, which I'll show you guys later on. As for inside, I added some pressure plates just inside the door, got ourselves a little work desk here and the bed and stuff like that. This is really just meant to be the bedroom, so the other stuff is just for decoration, and to be honest I'm quite happy with this. I think we've got quite a nice little starter house, and now I'm going to get on with making the farm just outside. So I've gone ahead and added a little wheat farm out the front here, and I have to say I think this is looking quite nice now actually, and obviously it's quite functional as well, as we do want to farm a lot of the wheat early on. So basically I've got this little pathway here connecting it up. Obviously that's just using our shovel to make this sort of dirt path, and then we've got the veranda that goes all the way around here like this, so we can come up this way to get to our house or go through this way. So things are coming along quite nicely actually. I'm really happy with this start for our starter base in this series. Our starter base is looking pretty nice, but it is of course missing one essential ingredient, and that is a dog. We need to get ourselves a nice little dog to have here as a companion, because no Minecraft base is complete without one, is it? So I'm going to go ahead in a second and head up to that dungeon I was at before, get all the bones that I got out of there, and see if we can go and tame ourselves a nice little dog pet. Okay, I found myself a dog here, and hopefully these 11 bones are enough, so let's see how we go. Unless we only needed 2, so there we go. Best friends forever, we've got a dog. Now let's get him, her, I think of a name for it. Let's get it back to our house. And there we go, doggo is back in the base, safe and sound. Now guys, I was thinking, why don't you suggest a name for him or her? You can choose down in the comments, and also suggest a color for the collar, and I will pick a winner in the next episode, and then one of you guys can name my dog. The next thing I'd like to do is go and check out a couple of caves that are in the local area, as this is of course the Caves and Cliffs update. So I've got myself a good few torches to go with, and some water, some building blocks here, some materials to make more torches if we go a bit further, and all of my tools of course, building blocks, and a shield. So I think I'm pretty geared. Obviously got my full iron as well, both from getting lucky with finding iron armor, and also just from getting a good amount of iron with the surface iron, and also from the loot chest in the village. So there's a big cave up here. We'll go check it out, and I'll give you the highlights as we do a bit of cave exploring. Oh, look at that, guys. There is a glow squid just down there. I really want to get that guy. So what I'm thinking is, let's see where this water goes and see if we can get a water stream to go all the way down. I think we can, and use this as a bit of a ladder back up. So hopefully this goes well, and yep, we're good. Now, where did that glow squid stuff go? There he is. There he is. Come here, you. We need to kill you. And there we go. We killed him, and we got our first glowing sap, which is actually quite an exciting time. Now, obviously, while we're on our travels, we could also get ourselves good amounts of iron and other resources, so I definitely want to pick that up whenever I see it. So I have to say, caving definitely feels really, really different since the update, and it's also much easier to get ores and find ores than ever before. So on just a very short trip there, I was able to get 34 iron, as well as a bit of the glow squid stuff, and do a little bit of general cave exploring. So I'm now pretty much able to go and get myself full iron tools, because I already have the armor and stuff as well. So we're literally going to be in full iron this episode so quickly, and this is definitely something that is way faster and way easier than it ever has been before in Minecraft. So now I've been able to upgrade, and I've got full iron tools. I'm going to go have a look at that cool cave area that I found before, do a bit more caving, and see the other cool things that we can find. So here we go. We're back at this amazing area. I do really love the new caves in this update, and now I've just got to try and find a good way of getting down there so we can have a little explore and see what we can find. Okay, looks like we got some water elevators from this level going down. I mean, they're not actual water elevators, just lakes that have fallen in, but that's good enough for us. So let's go have a little look around. And the first thing we can do, of course, is have a look at some of this stuff. And there we go, some pointed dripstone, a nice new material for us in the game. So this is going to be a great area for us to come if we ever need any of this stuff, because as you can see, there is a ton of it around here. And I just found my first emerald in game, guys. Very cool. Found in the emerald there in this mountainous biome, or in the cave underneath, I should say. So yeah, very nice indeed. And it looks like just down here we got ourselves an abandoned mine shaft, so we should be able to get some awesome early game loot from there. Let's go and check that one out. Just before we get over to the mine shaft, we've got some redstone here, so that's our first redstone in game. But oh my goodness, okay. Creeper. Oh, the creeper unveiled another emerald. That's awesome. Just to say, don't worry about the redstone texture when I'm hitting this. It's just because my texture pack isn't quite updated for 1.18 just yet. So yeah, this is just the only little glitch I've found in it, but that's why that's doing that. So we've made it across to the mine shaft, and managed to get myself a chain here as well. We can get a few of these as they are right at the entrance, which is very, very cool. Now moving inside, we got a cave spider spawner there. Oh no. Okay, I was trying to yeah, block it up. I don't really want to do this. Okay. Oh no, I might die. I might die. I might die. Please don't die. Okay, eat some food. Run away. Need to dig into a hole somewhere. Okay, that was so close. I managed to dig myself into a little hole, / build myself into a hole. I need to get back to the mine shaft in a second. And what I'm going to do is get rid of the cave spider spawner, because I never need it. I don't really like them that much. So we'll get rid of that, and then we'll try this again. And the spawner is now gone, so that shouldn't cause us any more problems for a second. There could be another one over there, though. Might need to check that out in a minute. Perhaps we'll head a different way for now. Try and get ourselves somewhere a bit safer. Time for our first gold in-game, so that's pretty cool. Is somebody shooting at me? No? Okay, I thought it was. Don't know, maybe I'm just hearing things. But there we go. We've got our first gold in-game, so that is pretty awesome. And it looks like this is a dead end, but we'll keep exploring the mine shaft until we find some more cool things. And just up here, we got ourselves our first lapis in-game as well. So we're getting tons of different resources here today, which is very, very cool. As we are just starting out, all of this is super useful. So I ran out of torches, and I've had to kind of head back now to go back to my base. But if you want to see me do more exploring of caves and this mine shaft and stuff in the future, then you can, of course, get notified when I go live here on YouTube. I'll probably do this in a live stream. So if you want to get notified of that, obviously you can subscribe, or you can go to my Discord, link in description, and join my notification squad, where you get a ping every time I go live, and also every time I release a video. And another glow squid on our way home. So let's kill this dude as well. Get his drops. Oh, they're running away from me. There we go. So yeah, pretty awesome to get some more of those. Obviously, glow squid are kind of difficult to come by at times, so we're lucky to find so many today. And here we are back where we came in, and as you can see from here, the terrain here is absolutely fantastic. I think that we could probably do a really nice build here later on in the game, and I think that a lot of building will be part of this series. But if there's certain things you would like to see more of or less of, then do let me know down in the comments. Your feedback is always appreciated, guys. And if loads of you want building, for example, we'll do more building. If loads of you prefer tutorials, we'll do more of that sort of stuff. So yeah, just let me know. So this is how our house finished up today, guys. I thought I'd give you a bit of an overview so you can see all the different features of it in a slow motion thing, as I didn't do a time lapse of the build, but I will be doing a time lapse in the future. Now, although this house is mostly finished, you can see we're going to need some decoration here, some more leaves going around the back end of this thing, but I quite like how the farm has turned out, and the little road we got here could lead off to us building a bit of a town in the future if we wanted. Obviously, then we've got the veranda area here with the little pot plants, and the chimney on top with a little bit of a deck area undercover, and of course our campfire. Then we got a nice little little like entrance here with some nice flowers and things like that, and the double doors, of course, leading in. Where we got our dog, yet to be named. Suggestions in comments, guys, along with the color of the collar. And then, of course, just kind of a minimalistic sort of house where we got our desk and our bed, but really it's just here as something that we can sleep in. And around the back of the house, this is what it looks like. So showing it from all angles, and if you guys have any questions on the house, you can, of course, ask me down in the comments. Now, this bit here and this bit here, I'm going to need to fill in, so that's a little something I missed. As for this little window that I did here, if you're wondering how I did that, I just used stairs to create the effects. That's actually 4 stairs there, leaving the gap in the center to create a little window, which is a nice way of having a centralized window, even when you have like an even spacing between the 2 triangle bits, if you like. And this is how the house looks at night. I think it's always nice to see the contrast between day and night, and it's lit up reasonably well at the moment, although I don't really like this bit here where we've got the torches. This is probably something that I'll make a little bit differently. But the nice thing is with the lanterns we have here, they add the decoration and the light, just like the campfire around here. So all this is nicely lit up on this sort of edge of the veranda. It's just this bit behind us that we want to change. The roof of the house gets a bit of light from the chimney there, as the chimney is, of course, a campfire up in top of the chimney little post there. And then as for the inside, it requires only 2 lanterns to light the whole thing up, and it looks pretty good at night time when it's lit from a distance, and that's sort of how that's looking. So reasonably mob proof. I don't think mobs can spawn anywhere really inside this house area, and also looks pretty good at night time as well, even with the farm. But again, the farm just lit by torches right now, so I will probably look to increase the lighting aesthetic on that as we play through. So when I make videos, I like to make them the length that they need to be without making them too much longer, and today all we really wanted to do was make our starter house and get started with our brand new Let's Play series. So that was the whole purpose of what we've done, and that's where I'm going to end the video. But there will be longer videos in this series coming up for sure, and I'd love to know what you guys think of it. So again, if you'd like to show support and get more of these videos, please do consider liking and subscribing, as it's an excellent gauge of just how well the series has been received. But for now, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.